Alrighty guys, so basically the title of this video, you already know what it is, but you need to improve as a human being, but you're never going to be constantly improving unless you make it effortless. So I decided to make up what I roughly do when I try to improve. So honestly, the first thing I'd recommend is writing down stuff that you need to get done throughout the day, and then writing out the steps needed to be done to do those things. So those little things equal big things. But I digress. That's something I recommend. But these are the steps that you essentially need to do. You don't need to do it how I do it. First, assess where you're at. So, let's say I want to get stronger in the gym. I'll just say, well, I bench 315. I can bench 315 for a few reps. How strong do I want to be? I want to be able to bench 350 for a few reps. Well, so that's where I'm at. And so the next step is, where do you want to be? And then the next step is, how long should that take? Realistically, going from 315 for 2 to 4 reps to 350 for 2 to 4 reps, honestly that should take about a year, but I'm going to try to add 5 pounds every month to my bench, so probably less. So that's like 45. What's 45 divided by 5? That's 9. So 9 months. I can do it within 9 months. Then how do I achieve that? So things I can do is I can start eating better, eat better, higher quality proteins. Maybe I can bulk. Maybe I can try making like chest 2 to 3 times a week. Maybe I can get a personal trainer to help with the chest. Maybe I need to get something else stronger in the body other than my chest, like maybe the triceps need to get stronger. Maybe I need to make the shoulder stabilizer stronger for safety reasons. Just what are things you can do? Realistically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dedicate a month to a body part, because I want everything to be stronger, not just my chest. I want my chest, I want my back, I want my legs stronger. So 2 out of the 3 muscle groups I'm going to do maintenance with, kind of, and then the one I'm going to focus on making as strong as possible in that 1 month and as big as possible in that 1 month. So that's how I'm going to achieve it. And I'm going to try eating more protein. I'm going to try taking some things to help me recover, like branched chain amino acids. And these are just things for me as a guy who likes fitness. I'm advanced in the field of fitness. That's kind of something I've been into for like 6+ years. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. There's going to be things you're going to know about and where you excel at, that you've been in for multiple years, that I have no idea how it works. You just have to be able to apply it to yourself. I'm just giving examples, because if you do understand fitness, because I know a lot of younger guys tend to, then they can apply it to themselves. What steps need to be taken? Well, first off, I need to go from 315 for a few for a few reps to 320 for a few reps. So maybe every month, test 5 pounds up on a day that I feel strong and good. And because 315 I don't think is like that close to my genetic limit. I think my genetic limit is much higher. I won't try to shoot much higher than 5 pounds a month, but maybe like 10 pounds a month, especially in the first few months. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do this, and the main reason why is because honestly I don't care too much about strength. I'm pretty happy with 315 for 4 reps. But I do want to get stronger in everything, so realistically, instead of it being 9 months, I'm going to aim for like an actual year for the 350 for 4 reps. Also, what are some small daily steps you can do daily? I can stretch daily. I can eat correctly daily. I can do massages on the muscle. You don't want to do that daily, but that's something I can do quite often. So make it so everything throughout the week leads up to the one big important day, and then have that day be the best day it can be. So work for it. So, take a pre-workout, get all your caffeine, get all your strength. Maybe if you like the itch, maybe don't take some of the beta alanine kind of stuff, and just do that. And you want everything to work for it. You want your environment now to be pushing this effortlessly. And, for the diet part, when you go to the grocery store, don't buy stuff that's going to set you back. Only buy things that will help you. So then when you come home, you're not encouraged to cheat or lie or do something. Then other things you can do is, set up a yoga mat next to something that you walk by quite often, so then you're encouraged to use it, and just keep doing stuff like that keeps encouraging you to do the right thing. And on average, I think the average human has around 2 hours of downtime a day realistically, and even people that say they don't have time still realistically have 2 hours of downtime on average a day. So, just utilize at least 30 minutes of that. Understand that you do have the time for it. You just need to shape the environment for it to make it effortless. So, let's say you're a beginner to chest and all that kind of stuff. Your steps aren't going to be as advanced as mine, because I'm taking branched chain amino acids, I'm taking amino acids, I'm doing yoga, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. What a beginner needs to do is understand things that work. Like, you need to get on, for an absolute beginner, creatine and protein powder. That's what you need to start with. But I'm so far past that I don't even acknowledge that kind of stuff anymore. So those are stuff I already do in part of my schedule, and I do daily, and I don't even look at it anymore because it's so passive. Now, things that every guy struggles with is stretching, but just know that does make you stronger, that does help you recover faster, and that helps you live longer and healthier. And other things you can do is walking. Guys don't realize this, walking actually helps you in the gym, but that's only going to really make a noticeable difference if you're near my level, or you have so little cardio in your life like I do. It's currently 9:44 in the morning. I've been up since 7:50ish, so it's been roughly over an hour, 2 hours, and I only have let's see how many steps. I only have 200 steps. I have 196. Now, granted, I'm sick. I don't want to move, but you need to walk. You need to do things like that. And now, if you're a beginner, it doesn't make much of a difference, but I notice I'm more out of breath. I don't feel as strong. I'm stiffer. I'm slower if I don't walk. So I recommend you forcing yourself to really optimize yourself. So if you're a beginner, honestly, things you should implement, because I didn't implement in the beginning and they're the hardest now to implement, is walking, stretching, and one I don't struggle with personally. I've always been really good with this, but most guys struggle with is diet. If most guys' diets were just 5% better, I think a lot of them would be honestly some of the best gym people in the gym, but they're the worst. Like that 5% every day makes a huge difference. So I recommend you guys just make it effortless. Don't make it so it goes against you though, because these guys are like, oh, I'm, forever bulking, but then they always are the same weight. They're eating what they like, and they're not hitting their protein macros, their carbohydrate macros, and their fat's way too high or whatever, and they look like shit year round. Some of them are really strong, but that's the thing, is a lot of them aren't also. So I recommend you optimize what you can.